Welcome to the A to Z Golfing Podcast, presented by AM Golf Trips. Follow the entire 2023 season at amgolftrips.com and theswagseries.com with Andy Cezanne, Anthony Zampano. We are about 10 days away from heading to Kiawah Island. Now, one of the things about this is that Andy is not going to be joining us for this trip.
I will not.
He has many obligations out there as now he is becoming a celebrity. We touched on it earlier that he is, graduated from taking photos on his Kodak camera and pulling the zip tab to get a black and white to come out and processing photos. And he is going to be going to spend a few days down where, Andy?
Reynolds Lake area.
Awesome.
Area
Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing down there.
So I got invited by a select of golf photographers. We go down that way. We play a little golf, like 9 holes a day maybe, but then it's a lot of classes and kind of just going over different tips and tricks on golf photography. So videos, drone work, photography. I'm excited. I'm real excited to get there. So it's a little bit of a dream, but it's also a little possible scouting trip here we got going on here to check out the courses for us.
All right. So basically, to summarize this, this is band camp for photographers.
It's photographers.
Right? This is what this is?
I didn't think of it that way, but you are correct. There is a similar aspect to that. Yeah.
There's going to be like sing-alongs and like s'mores and stuff like that. There might be a video coming out on Netflix.
Oh man,
Band Camp 9.
Yeah.
Via the photographers at Reynolds Lake. Well, listen. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
All 17 viewers of this show all know how much time and effort you put in. They probably text you every single week to let you know that they're one of the 17. Not to mention they're trying to get a photo dump of every single photo you've ever taken of them sent to them so that they can put it up in public profiles, Facebook, Instagram, probably LinkedIn, which I didn't even know LinkedIn was a thing until I got told about it a few weeks ago that it was still relevant. But that's awesome. I hope that you're looking forward to it. And are there going to be any people there that you've already met?
I haven't met anyone. The only person that I know is going to be there is Channing Benjamin. He's one of the guys. We've talked about him plenty of times before. He's the resident photographer for Pebble Beach. He was also on the board for the golf photography contest that I was on. He was one of the judges on that one too. So real excited to get out there and meet him and the rest of the people that will be joining. I think it's 12 total people out there for this one.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
And do you have your own room, right?
Yeah, we have our own room, so it's including food, room.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Have you gone through all the menus at the restaurants? Is there a chicky parm parm?
I haven't. I like to be surprised, so that way if there isn't,
okay,
I get that joy right then when I see it on the menu. But also with that, I get a little disappointed then too if I don't see the chicky parm parm on it.
Well, I think for the other 11 that are going with you, it is a good thing that one of them is not going to be rooming with you. It would be a lot of apple cider donuts.
Yeah.
It would be probably some Reese's Puffs. In the big cup form, be a lot of leftovers.
I have you to thank for the Reese's, the Reese's big cups with the little Reese's pieces in there. Like that, you opened up my world to those ones, and the little puffs in those. Those were phenomenal. The chip one, I did try the chip one. I should have taken your recommendation and just skipped those ones, but yeah,
it's no bueno.
Yeah,
it's no bueno. So basically, with that said, what this has now led us to is that somehow, some way, I'm going to be responsible for taking photos and capturing content. And listen, I'm participating in the event at Kiawah. I will be with George Tudor. There will not be a lack of content, as I will be with one of my dearest friends taking secret videos of him and trying to hide like Andy does. I'm also going to utilize the upside down phone, because I've been privy to that over the years. I think that'll be a good call. But it's going to be really cool. 32 people headed to Kiawah. 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom villas. It's going to be awesome. I did check the weather forecast because I'm playing with somebody that if it blows more than like 10 miles an hour, it could ruin everyone's lives for the foreseeable
All
future. So
32 people.
we're looking at, oh, they'll all hear about it. He's got a perforated eardrum. We don't know what's going on. He doesn't listen very well to begin with, but it's going to be a great time to play some golf down there in an area that I've never played golf before. Um,
What do
so getting out to the island is going to be really cool.
what do you know? Which course are you looking? I'm assuming probably the ocean course. I'm guessing is the one you're looking forward to the most out of the ones you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not the one that I want to play while I'm down there. I mean,
Yeah.
looking around at the three that we are playing, and I should say the two other ones outside of the ocean course, they're all very scenic and they're all going to show you very similar things. A long time ago, before I actually truly was competitive in golf, I did make a trip to Jekyll Island, which is an island just off the coast of Georgia. Um, but it's the golf courses are within the island, and I guess I should explain that they're not really like on the ocean, as you would say.
Mhm.
Um, Whereas I think a lot of this is more temperamental to how exposed it is to the ocean. I mean, you've been to Kiawah, so
Mhm.
you've seen it.
Yeah.
The videos basically show you a down and then back feature of the golf course where you basically play. I think the last 7 holes are directly running on the water.
Right.
Um, so I think it'll be really cool to sort of have that exposure for a significant period of time. And it'll also be, relatively cool. I mean, I've played some golf where I've seen the Atlantic Ocean, um, but I don't think I've ever played like alongside of it for that duration. So it's going to be different and it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, because we're playing Cougar Point, which is a Gary Player course, I think, designed. And then we're
Mhm.
doing is it pronounced Osprey? Is it right?
Yes,
Osprey Point, and that's a Fazio course, correct? Yeah, and then we got the Pete
you're
Dye.
doing good. Keep going.
Then we got
You're
the
doing
Pete
great.
Dye Ocean course. So yeah, it's we got some good courses we got going on there, and then they've all been renovated quite a few times, right, by the original designers. I think I know the Ocean course has been renovated 4 times. I think.
I mean, for various reasons. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how far back it goes or what the year is, but between the war on the shore and the U.S.
Right.
Open and the PGA Championship, that was the most recent that Phil won, I think, to become the oldest player to ever win a major.
Yeah.
Seen it pretty differently, but I believe a lot of those events were even before like my time and your time watching golf.
Right.
So, but it'll be cool to sort of get that history when you get there,
Hmm.
right? It's there's a lot of places that we've been to where we've either been there before and you go in like understanding a lot of it.
Right.
But for me, it's a very unique area that I've never been to. Just like even flying into Charleston,
Right.
having conversations with people that have been to Charleston say that it's an amazing, amazing area. So it'll be really cool to get off the plane and get onto the island and kind of see how the island is comparable to the rest of like just flying in and being in the Charleston area. So, and it's going to be good. Like for a lot of us, I think there's 5 or 6 couples going, which I
Hmm.
think is really cool. Our tee times are going to start in the morning. They're anywhere between 8 and 8:30 starting times. It's going to give you a lot of time in the afternoon to really like see the island and do fun things. I know I was talking to Langford the other day, and he's already making dinner reservations and stuff like that, and that'll be a great time to hang out with him and Andreas and all of them, and get to spend some time doing that. George and Amelia, Christine and myself. Um, it'll be really cool. It's going to be a new aspect, which I never really got excited about going to the East Coast to play golf until we started to go to like some other places. Like I frequent Naples, which is
Right.
on the golf side in Florida, and obviously being over in the Miami area a little bit, and then we got to go up to Orlando this year. Um, so getting into it and seeing the different things, I know it's not going to be like Florida. It's going to be completely different, but it'll be really cool to sort of compare it to some of our time, like in the Myrtle Beach area,
Yeah.
um, in the North Carolina area as well. So I think it'll be really cool to see.
So are you guys when you're there? Have you talked to George or Joe? Do they want to play, the Jack course up there, the Turtle Point or anything, or are you guys just sticking to what it is and then having fun nights with the ladies and doing dinner and stuff?
Well, listen, for anybody out there that has met George Tudor, he is going to try to play. He tried to book a round of golf when we got off the plane. The problem is that we get off the plane at 7:15 at night.
Yeah,
He thought we can get a quick 9 in. He's going to want to play a lot of golf.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if when you say I'm not going into it looking to play
you're
any
good.
extra rounds of golf. I very much want to relax a little bit.
Hmm.
With the tee time starting early on Sunday, it'll be nice to have a buffer to be able to get to the airport, get
Right.
back home, and get ready for what is then coming the following week. But just to soak it all in and take some time. If there's something out there that's intriguing, I did some research. I think there's a miniature golf course on the island, which I think would be really cool to check out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Um, but just going to kind of see how it goes. I mean, it's calling for like mid 70s. I did notice that it might rain a little bit in the mornings, but I think that's kind of what you get
Hmm.
this time of the year, a little bit of precipitation or a little bit of like, I wouldn't say colder, but more mild temperatures in the morning and then warming up in the afternoon. So it'll be really cool as long as the wind is down.
Yeah,
The ocean course is what I've been told, and I've played some very difficult golf courses, is probably in the top 5 hardest golf courses in the United States. I need the wind down. I need it to be like calm and relaxing and all of that stuff and just have a good time, sit out on a patio, have some drinks
yeah,
and make the most of it with all the people that are going to be attending.
yeah. It'll be good. So you come back what, Sunday or Sunday night?
Back Sunday night, and that leads Andy and I into an extravaganza that we are very much looking forward to. If anybody out there knows, we travel together. We've driven to a few events this year. Most times than not, we room together at these events. We've gotten to know each other very well through that portal.
Yeah.
This, however, is going to be awesome. We are going to have a Sprinter van full of all the gear. We are going to head down what looks to be like Friday morning
Mhm.
for the national championship at Big Cedar Lodge. I'm excited about it. We've driven. I'm going to drive. Andy's going to be freaking out every time I hit a rumble strip. Because listen, I'll be texting and calling, and people have weird questions that they're going to ask me about it.
Yeah.
But we're going to do some fun stuff on the way. I know Andy wants to do some Instagram lives, but I think it's going to be good. There is a lot that has gone into this national championship.
Sure.
Um, the from the build out to the preparation to the planning, and every single week that goes by, I then feel like, oh my God, there's another 2 weeks. There's another 2 weeks, and now it's finally going to
It's
come
here.
to an end. There's only a few more pieces to put together that we're waiting on, and it'll be loaded up in the back of a Sprinter. Easy to get out, easy to get back on, but I'm excited, and I'm excited to get there. And this is everything that we have wanted it to be, and everything that we've looked forward to for this entire season is all going to come together with 136 participants at Big Cedar Lodge.
Yeah, I mean it's been planned since what, over a year's worth of planning. It's coming down to this week, so it's kind of like that. You're so excited, and now it's just like time to take that deep breath right before it, just to get nervous. But I think it's coming along really well. I'm looking forward to the par three contest starting us off here. We everyone going out there in eightsomes, right? We're going out in eightsomes for it.
Yep.
So going out in eightsomes, you got 2 shots, or it's just closest to, right? Just closest to the hole.
Just closest to the pins.
They get a black bag special, and someone else gets, is it black pin and a rangefinder, right? Is up for grabs.
Well, I mean, we weren't supposed to give away all the details, but
Oh, I can delete
you've
that.
decided that you just want to
I thought it
go
was
for
in
that.
an email.
There will be some great things. There will be some great things given away. Maybe it wasn't an email. Maybe you were supposed to do that. I have no idea. I'm just trying to cause some drama here, and some dissension amongst the
Oh
ranks. But
no! Oh no!
Andy's probably correct. Um,
Got to
no,
read my emails before I
you're
release this
perfectly
episode.
fine. You're perfectly fine. No, it's going to be good. I always have this thing. I'm very much at the forefront of directing these events and making sure that everything goes. And we had gone back and forth about flying down and shipping stuff and setting up, and the more and more that this, I'm very fortunate that the first build out is going to be at a location that we have a firm grasp on.
Yeah.
I've been there. I understand how difficult it is to get on and off of Paynes Valley, which will make it actually easier for the setup. I think it's going to be really cool what the players are going to experience for that final round with the built-in leaders going off in a wraparound shotgun. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be something unique. It's also going to give us the ability to keep people present for the event and have a great time Tuesday after their round if they are a little bit out of the competition, to be able to hang out on the 19th hole
Mm-hmm.
and really watch as the leaderboard unfolds, as we get some teams coming down the stretch that may be tied, may have the lead. And listen, I'll be first and foremost about this. Everything with year one is you learn a lot of stuff. I'll tell you what, I want a playoff.
Yeah.
This alternate shot formatted playoff that we're going to go to for this event and subsequently for 2024 is going to bring a significant unique feature to all of these four ball competitions, because it is definitely going to put the team element on display and how you're actually going to have to play an alternate shot format. A lot of times I've gone to events where they've modified this. We just got done watching the Ryder Cup, and I'll tell you what, my favorite part of the Ryder Cup, minus the fact that the Europeans are amazing, is that foursomes alternate shot is it's just the best test for a team,
Sure.
right? It is understanding what shot shape the player hits off the tee, where that's going to put you for the second shot, who's going to putt,
Mm-hmm.
who, depending on, is it a par five, is it a par four, and subsequently how to go about that. And I'm really excited for that. I'm sure a lot of people that are sitting around thinking to themselves like, damn, we don't want to play off. I'll tell you right now, I'm hopeful that it'll happen. I hope that we get some really good play. But hey, listen, if somebody runs away with it, I will be just as excited
Yeah.
to see that too. But really cool features about the national championship that are, just within what we're trying to do and how to make it even better. And what wouldn't be better than 100 people watching a playoff
Right.
come down the stretch at dusk,
Yeah.
off the man-made mountain that is at Paynes Valley, approaching the 19th hole. I don't know if we could ask for a better setting.
Yeah. It's it'll be fun. And then you got the backdrop of the 19th right there. It's just that whole area has just been special. Again, yeah, I don't know if I'm biased because I've had a lot of great memories with you and AM golf trips and a bunch of friends out there. But by far one of my favorite places to go to is this area, and happy we get here for the first national championship, and like you said, showcase everything we've been doing and showcase it all to the players too. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I really like it. I think, for the players that are going to come in a little bit early there, and maybe they haven't been there, get it all. If you can get over to Buffalo Ridge, and check out that course, you should. It's a great track. It's different. I mean, all three courses are to me are vastly different in how they
Yeah.
play, which I think is really cool. The downtown area where we got to spend some time last year is going to be, there's going to be a lot of people down there.
Yeah.
We've had great representation over at Angler's Lodge, which is going to be very close in both directions. So there's going to be a lot to do. Um, I really hope and encourage everybody, whether they're coming by themselves and don't know anybody, or whether they're coming and they know 20 people, get together, have a good time. It's an experience that you need to have from day one all the way to day three, and soak it up, because as much as people out there are asking Andy whether or not this is going forward, it's going forward.
Yeah.
So we're only gonna make the experiences bigger and better. You got to be in the right place at the right time to do those things, but it's going to be fun to be there. It's going
Yeah.
to be a great time.
Can't wait. It's gonna be great. So we're leaving Friday morning, and then we come back. The tournament is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We ended on Tuesday. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, and then Wednesday, hopefully you and I get to hopefully possibly play a little round there, and maybe we'll do an on-course podcast there or something like that. We could try to get some of that in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to do a lot of things. I think, I'm going to really do a lot as far as like keeping notes and stuff with a recap of this event. I really think that, we built this platform around giving the opportunity to obviously the winners in both gross and net, and
Mhm.
then obviously reaching out and having the people that finished in second and subsequently if they could in third place. Because listen, you put up the money to play in a regular season event, you should be rewarded with an opportunity to come to the national championship based on how you played.
Yeah,
And it's been great. I mean, we have all of the first place teams, or damn near all of
I think
them.
two
You get
couldn't make it, but that was it. Yeah,
you got a lot of second place teams and a lot of third place teams. I mean, you're going to have the people that really put forth the effort in the regular season events and how they placed are going to put it all on the line, and I think that's fantastic. I wish all the first place people were going. Um, hey, can't strong arm people,
yeah.
but that's why we did it. You win, you're in.
I mean, exactly. I
You
mean,
win, you don't want to go, don't bitch.
yeah. That's the best part about this. Is like this is all but two teams are all first place winners here. They've all made a championship. They've all won it. Like the quality of players at this tournament is going to be disgusting. I
Yeah.
do you. I don't know. Should we talk about? Do you have a favorite that you're going towards that you think that might win it? I don't. So
You
I'm just going
know,
to preface it that way. I don't have a favorite.
listen, the difference this year is that it's been great meeting all of these new people
Right.
because, as much as I've been around the brand and I've been around AGT and various other avenues of golf, I still hadn't met a lot of these people. I would say this. I mean, listen, I've probably said it on this podcast a lot, and I don't have the sheet in front of me. Um, Jeff Williams is a great competitor. He's
Mhm.
a guy that has played numerous golf tournaments. He knows how to play the game of golf. Um, I'm going to blank on his partner's name, so I apologize for that. But they were a very good team. But this is going to come down to the team element. I mean, this
Mhm.
really is. Especially on the gross side. The net side, you're able to calculate and understand and see where you're getting what the golf course is giving you, whether or not you are the same handicap as your partner and you're stroking on the same hole, or if you're separated by a variety of handicap and you know that the better player needs to really hold it together
Mhm.
and you need to get a couple shots from the higher handicap. The two players based on condition that I saw, the two gentlemen that won in Nashville,
Yeah.
um, played very well under the circumstances.
Yes.
For everyone out there that knew what happened, we had rain. There was no lightning or thunder in the area, and it was an inconvenience because literally it was not on the radar. It wasn't
Right.
supposed to be on the radar, and it was literally like a fraction of the rainstorm on the outside of the thunderstorms that just got stuck over us.
Yeah. The Mississippi kept it right on us.
And watching them play through those conditions, it, it 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 was really impressive.
Eye
I
opening.
mean,
Yeah.
we've had outstanding performances all year long. We've had a few teams creep into the TPC Colorado. The gross score was great. We've had some great scores, and to your point, I think the competitive nature of this is going to come out, which is a great thing.
Mhm.
But it makes it even better based on where you're going.
Right.
It makes it better because of how it's going to finish. It's going to, to do it and watch it coming down the stretch and be standing on the 18th green, watching them, or standing up on top of the 19th tee and watching them from afar, I think is going to be fantastic. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be very competitive. Um, and that's what I love most about golf. I mean, we just got done watching the most competitive not on score, but every 2 years we watch the Ryder Cup because it is this competitive nature every single match. And this will be cool to see this many people competing for the same thing. Yes, day 2 we will have a better understanding of possibly where the top 10 is going to be and subsequently what's going on with that. But it's going to be awesome to see it unfold.
Yeah, like you said, real excited. I just got goosebumps actually when you were talking about like just like painting the picture of all that. It was real exciting. So I'm can't wait.
Can't wait either. It's going to be exciting. We've got another week and a half, or we got another week and a half before we're down at Kiawah. Another 2.5 weeks before we're down at Big Cedar. Best 2 events of the season. Let's finish the season off strong before we get into 2024, which we're looking forward to as well. There's going to be a lot of things coming up about that. We'll recap the national championship. We'll recap a little bit from Kiawah, either on our drive down or on the way back. Andy, final words before you head off to Reynolds Lake.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to my band camp experience, I guess, now out there. So that was a good one. You got me good on that.
Gotcha. Well, hey, listen, for everyone out there that listens and everyone that is within your family and friends, we are very proud of you and congratulations on the accomplishment. And we look forward to you probably adding 3 or 4 sentences about your experience to a podcast in the near future.
I'll try to get 3 in there.
Perfect. That's beautiful.
Let's not push it.
Andy, have safe travels. We'll see everybody at Kiawah and we'll see everybody at the national championship.
Have a good one, everyone.